So most accountants don't tend to talk about feelings, surprise, surprise, and they definitely don't talk about shame as it is regards to money. And I am a big proponent of really looking into and digging into why you might have different feelings around your financial statements that are causing you to maybe ignore them. If you have anxiety about it, certain things like that. Backstory about me is that my parents owned a bar when I was growing up, and I would go and I would steal quarters from my dad's change jar so I could go play the video games at the bar. Over time, the change dwindled down, and my dad figured out it was me that was taking it from him. And my parents had a conversation with me about, taking the money and whatever. Like, not a big deal in their eyes. It was just a conversation we had to have. But here I am, 30 years after that conversation, like, that still is a memory that I have about how ashamed I was from doing that. And it just it carries forward over time. And if you don't take the time and put work into it to figure out what you have going on and like the issues you feel that are causing the panic or anxiety around the money, it really can stick with you for a long time and impact the things that you have going on. So I don't like to be just that like transactional accountant where we just look at transaction in, transaction out, because there's usually a reasoning behind why the transactions are occurring. And if we don't look at some of the issues that might cause the transactions to happen that maybe you didn't want to, or, that things are happening behind the scenes that you maybe don't think about, it's really important to look at that if you're running into those issues around ignoring your financial statements or not wanting to really figure out what you have going on. So just a little story I wanted to share. And, money people have money issues too sometimes, and it's really important that we work on it together. So feel free to reach out for questions, concerns. I'm always here.